Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, on to the next episode of Series 3 of Supernatural. Last episode was Red Sky at Morning, and I really enjoyed it. I don't know what your opinion is, because I'm recording this a little bit in advance for Patreon, and if you're watching on YouTube, I'm recording this weeks before you get to see it. But I really enjoyed it. I like the ghost ship stuff. I think ghost ship lore is pretty cool. And I keep waiting for a pirate episode. I don't know why. I really don't know why, because pirates aren't even like my favourite thing in like films and media, but for some reason like ghost pirates like LeChuck. If you know who LeChuck is, I love you. I just enjoy that kind of stuff. So it was probably as close to a pirate episode as we're probably going to get. But I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed the ghost ship. I enjoyed Bella quite a lot. I enjoyed Greta. And overall, it's had a really fun time with the episode. I'm interested to find out what you guys think when the episode airs. This episode is called Fresh Blood. Just from that title, I'm thinking maybe it could be a vampire episode. We don't get that many episodes with vampires in. I think we had one in season 1 towards the end. One in series 2, I think it was the 3rd episode with Gordon, when there was the vampires that were trying to like live without drinking human blood. They were drinking animal blood and trying to be quote unquote good vampires. And so it's been a while since we've seen them. In some ways I'm hoping it's not a vampire episode, purely because I don't really enjoy the vampires in the show that much. I don't know why, because like Buffy's my favourite show. That's a lot of it that's around vampires. I enjoy some vampire films and other vampire stuff, but for some reason the ones in the show at the moment haven't been that exciting, but there is a lot of room to grow in the next 12 and a half seasons that I've got left to watch, so we will see. If you enjoyed this episode, guys, please let me know down below what you think. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Series 3 of Supernatural, and also if you like my series and you want to see the full-length reaction to this, as well as the next few episodes, if you're watching this over on YouTube, please take a look down below at a link to my Patreon box. Each tier is either £2 or £4, and yeah, there's some episodes over there that won't be live on YouTube for a while. So let's jump into episode 7 of series 3 of Supernatural, Fresh Blood. Is that Bella?
It's rude to sneak up on people.
Bella Talbot.
Oh,
You have me at a disadvantage.
what are you doing out of prison?
I don't know who you are.
Gordon Walker.
No.
I've heard of you. Heard you were in prison.
Got out.
At least early on good behavior.
No. Probably broke out, I guess. Oh, it's a shame 'cause I love Bella episodes. Bloody Golden shows up.
Tell me where they are.
I don't think I know.
I hope she
Why don't you think a little harder?
protects them.
Put that down.
Because they helped
What's so
her.
pressing about finding the boys anyway?
Sam Winchester's the Antichrist.
Sure.
I'd heard something about that.
It's true.
From my good friend, the Easter Bunny.
Yeah.
I don't respond well to threats. But you make me an offer, and I think you'll find me highly cooperative.
She's so
Okay.
cool.
How about you tell me where they are or I kill you right now?
Kill me. Good luck finding Sam and Dean. Scratch that. Give me the mojo bag and we'll call it even.
Oh, hell no. This thing's a century old. It's...
Priceless. Believe me. I know.
Why's he got it?
Now, how badly do you want the Winchesters?
Okay.
Hello, Dean. Hey, where are you?
Don't tell him! Oh, I don't want to go on an episode. He's so annoying.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry. We're gonna call you some help.
Okay.
Where'd she go?
Maybe vampires. Bringing the vampires out.
Smell that? Come and get it! That's it.
Key.
Come on. I smell good, don't I? I taste even
Is
better.
that? Is that Mercedes McNabb? And she's playing a vampire in this as well.
What?
Nest, where you and your blood-sucking pals hang out.
I don't know what you're talking about. Please, I don't feel good.
Yeah, well,
What was
you're
in
gonna
his
feel a
blood?
hell of a lot worse if we give you another shot of dead man's blood.
Just let me go.
Yeah, you know we can't do that.
I'm telling you the truth. I took something. I'm freaking out. I don't know what's going on. and there was this guy. He was buying me drinks.
This guy, what's he look like?
He was old, like 30. He had brown hair, a leather jacket, Deacon or Dixon or something. They said he was a dealer. He had something for me.
Something.
Something new. Better than anything you ever tried. He gave me roofies or something. No. The next thing I know, we're at his place and he says he's gonna get me something to eat. Just wait. But I get so hungry.
So you busted out.
But it won't
Oh,
wear
she's
off.
gonna have to die.
Whatever he gave me, I can hear a heart beating from half a block away.
This is like that werewolf episode. Like, just kill her already, get her over with.
Baby. It's not going to stop.
Please, you have to help me.
Please just kill her. Please.
No.
Because the worse it gets, the more sad she's gonna get, and then I'm gonna cry. Because I love Mercedes McNabb.
Poor girl.
We don't have a choice.
It's a shame because, like, with demons, you can exercise it and become human again, in theory.
No. Please.
That made me feel really sad. Harmony.
She was crazy. She had that super PCP strength, you know? She gnawed on my neck.
Even on Buffy, they always blamed PCP.
On me, no.
In your
PCP is
mouth,
bad
won't
news.
mean anything. You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why do you ask?
This woman has a very dangerous virus.
What? She bit me in the neck.
The bite doesn't matter. You have to actually ingest the blood to be infected.
Good thing, too. We'd have had to kill you.
Mm.
Taste of this, you'll never be the same.
Good.
Get out of here. Go. Go.
Is that, I guess I'm intrigued now as to why he's turning them into vampires. Oh, God. Run! Okay. Oh. Not what I expected.
You called me yesterday. It wasn't to thank me for saving your ass, was it?
No. Gordon Walker paid me to tell him where you were.
Excuse me?
Well, he had a gun on me. What else was I supposed to do?
I don't know, maybe pick up the phone and tell us that a raging psychopath was dropping by?
I did fully intend to call. I just got a bit sidetracked.
He tried to kill us.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was such a big deal.
I love her.
Bella, if we make it out of this alive, the first thing I'm gonna do is kill you.
You're not serious.
Listen to my voice and tell me if I'm serious.
He's not gonna kill her. Surely. She might be a bitch, but she's human. And to be fair, even if she wasn't, like, sly and sneaky, he had a gun pointed at her. I'd have told him.
You're a big part of why my people are nearly extinct, Gordon.
Your people are going extinct because you're a bunch of mindless, bloodthirsty animals.
So are you. Now.
Right.
Guess that's kind of the point.
We're so much more bloodthirsty than you. Hunters slaughtered my entire nest.
You got less humanity than a sewer rat.
I'm sorry you have such a low opinion of my people.
Oh, you have no idea.
I don't like the vampires, don't get me wrong, but Gordon's no better right now.
Sorry.
He's literally gunning down
Change your
people, or
plans.
trying to at least.
I'll be going out to get you lunch.
Actually, shooting at Dean, as well as Sam. He threatened to kill Bella.
No.
Do it, do it. Yes! I love this.
What?
I don't like it when people hold grudges against me. And more to the point, I'd rather you didn't kill me. So I went ahead and found Gordon's exact location for you.
You're 100 miles away. How the hell?
Hello? Purveyor of powerful occult objects? I used a talking board to contact the other side.
Hey, the vampire stuff's kicking in.
Please. Help us. Please.
Bloody Gordon. Hopefully this is the end of his saga. His eyes. I want to know what's going through his head, like when he fully understands what's happened to him. How does that feel for someone who's so anti-vampire? And it's funny because vampires in this show don't seem to act like the ones in a lot of things where as soon as you're a vampire, you're just evil, you lose your soul. In this one, they seem to regain some of their humanity, like with Mercedes McNabb's character, she didn't even know she was a vampire. So I want to know what's going on in his head now, which is annoying because it's Gordon, but he's just killed someone as a vampire, the thing that he was trying to kill. So how does that mess with your head?
I never should have brought a hunter here.
You should have just killed him.
Never. I just
You had a hunter tied up and
wanted
unconscious.
some kind of revenge.
Yeah.
Stupid. Exposing them to my family.
Oh yeah, you're such a family man.
Head wasn't cut off, it was ripped off. With someone's bare hands. Dixon,
Mm-hmm.
what did you do to Gordon?
He's a vampire.
Sorry.
Goodbye, Michael Massey.
It means you have to kill me.
He's not gonna let you do that, though.
But not yet.
Oh.
What do you mean?
You have to let me do one last thing first.
Kill Sam.
Sam Winchester. It's the only...
You're right. One last good thing.
Stupid.
It's because you're already dead, right?
The shoe fits.
You know what, man? I'm sick and tired of your old stupid kamikaze trip.
Whoa, whoa, kamikaze? I'm more like a ninja.
It's not funny.
It's a little funny.
No, it's not. Drop the attitude, Dean. Quit turning everything into a punchline. And you know something else? Stop trying to act like you're not afraid.
I'm not.
You're lying. And you may as well drop it, because I can see right through you.
You got no idea what you're talking about.
He's so
I do.
transparent.
You're scared, Dean. You're scared because your year is running out and you're still going to hell and you're freaked.
And how do you know that?
Because I know you.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been following you around my entire life. I mean, I've been looking up to you since I was 4, Dean. It's just I wish you would drop the show and be my brother again.
No.
Because... Just cause.
Oh, that hit me a little bit.
Alright, well, hold up. Go Marcin so we can't track us. Wait the night out here.
Come on, Scott, get it together. Why did that bother me so much? It's not what I expected in the middle of a vampire episode about Gordon. Who's that?
Please.
Just a random woman. Gordon.
Factory on Riverside off the turnpike.
What, can you not see the irony?
When a girl dies.
That you've kidnapped an innocent woman,
Gordon!
and that's the kind of thing you're so against.
You don't kill innocent people. You're still a hunter.
No. I'm a monster.
Right, then why are you so intent on killing Sam? If you're a monster and you like the Antichrist, surely... I know there's probably a lot of flaws to that logic, but... I just hate Gordon.
What's the matter, Sammy?
So this is really the way you want to do it, huh?
Damn right I do.
I don't see how this episode's going to end any other way except Gordon dying, because obviously he's not going to kill Sam. At least not permanently.
You have no idea what I faced.
They're not going to let him get away with it unless he escapes. Ouch. Keep pulling it, Sam. Keep pulling it. Yes! Gordon's dead. I should feel bad for him because he got turned into a vampire against his will, and that's not cool. But the plus side, Gordon's dead. Gordon's dead. Gordon's dead. Gordon's dead.
You just charged a super vamped out Gordon with no weapon. It's a little reckless, don't you think? This rattle could be a couple of things. I'm thinking it's an attitude carb.
Okay.
He's gonna teach him. He's gonna be a brother.
Inside are all the parts that are on the head. Maybe that socket wrench.
What's with the auto shop?
Because he wants to teach everyone he's gone. Come on,
What, you don't mean you want...
Yeah, I do. You fix it.
Dean, you barely let me drive this thing.
No, it's time. You should know how to fix her.
oh, sweet.
You're gonna need to know these things for the future.
Okay, guys, that was my reaction to Series 3, Episode 7, Fresh Blood. And I was right, it was a vampire episode. And initially I was really not frustrated by that, because it had vampires in it, which aren't my favourite so far in the series, although this one was different, which we'll get to. And it had Gordon in it, so I was like, God, this is not going to be a good episode for me. But hey, I was wrong. I will fully admit that I was wrong. I really, really enjoyed this one. Had some big stuff story-wise. So I'll briefly mention Bella. She was in it briefly, but I still really enjoy her appearances. I think she's fun. I quite enjoy her characterization and how she's just very selfish, but in like a outwardly honest way. Like she'll always just say, give me an offer, I'll give you what you want. And when Dean rang, he's like, well, he had a gun to my head. Of course I told him. Yeah, she's very honest, but obviously sly at the same time. And I think her relationship with the boys is quite fun. How after they saved her with the ghost ship, she did kind of try and save them a little bit with Gordon. Obviously not initially, but then she ran in the back to try and help them find where he was. I enjoy her. The scenes near the beginning with Mercedes McNabb character was really sad. That was the first of 2 times this episode where I got teary, so that was that. I just thought it was really sad and kind of reminded me of Heart from last season, which had the werewolf who didn't know she was a werewolf and then trying to digest that information just before she gets killed. And it's really sad because she's innocent and she's hurting people without meaning to, same as this vampire. She just took drugs at a party or a club and it turned her into a vampire, and now she still doesn't know what's going on. She's killed people and isn't aware of what's happened or why she's the way she is. She thinks she's still on drugs, and within minutes of them talking to her, they had to behead her. And luckily they didn't drag it out of the episode. I think that would have been way more brutal like it was in Heart. Luckily, within minutes of them speaking to her, they killed her, which was awful, but right, that they kind of got it over with quickly rather than torture the girl. I felt awful for her, mostly because I like the actress and I like her in everything I've seen her in. She was in Addams Family. I've seen her in, not Hostel, what's it called? Hatchet. And various other things. I just think she's a fun actress, and it was nice to see her play a more sympathetic character who had to die pretty quickly, and it was sad. But I also cried later on in the episode when Sam confronted Dean about the fact that, you know what, stop putting up this front. I know you're scared. You know you're scared. Just admit it. And whilst he didn't admit it at any point, yeah, when he saw how badly Sam was affected by it, it really kind of reached his heart, I guess, for lack of a better term. And it stopped him fighting back and just putting up that front. And he just goes like, okay, like, we'll just do it. Like, I'll stop talking back to you. And it was like an acknowledgement that he was right without him admitting he's right, because Dean doesn't like to admit when he's wrong very often. He doesn't like to open up. So that was just his way, I guess, of taking a step back a little bit, I guess, and just admitting that Sam was onto something, and that got me really upset. I think more there was that, but also Sam's kind of like, just be my brother, just cause, rather than some big world-ending explanation. Obviously, we know that Dean's got a deal to die in less than a year now. It was just like, just be my brother, just cause, and that just got me really emotional. I was sad. But yeah, bloody Gordon. Really interesting story. I wasn't looking forward to watching this when I saw that he was in it, but I'll admit, pleasantly surprised. I really enjoyed this episode, not just because he's dead. That's just a plus. But the fact that they turned him into a vampire was a really cool way of exploring things a little bit without... It didn't go into a lot of explanation of what his head was at, where his head was at. But I guess you can kind of read into it and interpret his actions. Very interesting, actually, that like he turned into the monster that he's been hunting all this time. And yet he then started doing stuff that the monster would do. And just like, I can't stop it, I have to do this. And then I'm going to do the right thing and kill myself. But he was also doing these bad things, like kidnapping that woman, turning into a vampire. And he was doing those monstrous things without really sort of... Whilst I think he understood that he was doing bad things like the monsters always do, he never kind of acknowledged like the irony of that, I suppose. To my satisfaction, at least. It was just like he's gone from like a human monster to this supernatural monster. Still wants to kill Sam. He's still trying to kill this other monster, even though he's now a monster. So surely he should kind of understand Sam a bit more. But Sam's not the monster that he thinks he is, I don't think. Yeah, I don't have to exactly word what's going on in my head, but I thought it was just a really cool twist to his character arc that he... Because he went from someone at the beginning that really just bugged me. Like the start of this episode, I was like, Gordon, I just cannot stand him. Because I know exactly what it's going to be. You're like, Sam needs to die. Like I said, he's the Antichrist. Let's go after him, go after him. He has to die. It's quite repetitive. And he's done this in other episodes. Like in Hunted, he was the same. So it was good that this episode, they're like, right, rather than just doing the same thing again, we'll start doing that and then we'll twist it and he's a vampire now. And that was just a really cool idea. And interesting to watch him go down this path of doing things that he's always just other creatures are doing. And it was funny because it doesn't raise questions about like humanity. I mentioned it throughout that what do vampires retain? Because in some shows, like when you turn into a vampire, like in Buffy, you lose your soul. You're just an evil vampire. Minus one or two occasions where it's kind of the rules are bent. Usually once you've lost your soul, that's where you're at. You are kind of mostly evil. Whereas in this, like Mercedes McNabb didn't even know she was a vampire. Gordon seems to retain that whole, well, once I've done what I want to do, like killing Sam, you need to kill me. That kind of hints that there is still humanity in there. And maybe some vampires just choose not to listen to it. Maybe it gets worse the longer you're a vampire. I don't really know. But yeah, it raised some really interesting things to talk about in the comments. About what you think about the vampires and Gordon's journey and his ironic turn into a monster after hunting them for so long. Yeah, it was quite interesting actually, and ended on a nice little note with Dean showing Sam how to take care of the car once he's gone. Yeah, I actually really enjoyed that episode more than I expected to. I'm quite pleasantly surprised, to be honest. Like I say, vampire ones so far haven't been my favourite, but it was quite good in this because the vampires I guess weren't the main focus. It was mostly Gordon and his turn into a vampire. And it wasn't about him being a vampire, it was about him being a monster that he's hunted. If that makes sense? So he could have turned into, I don't know, like a zombie or a ghost. And I think it would have the same sort of journey in his head. It was just a really cool storyline. I really enjoyed it. Let me know down below what you think of episode 7, series 3, Fresh Blood. Did you enjoy it? Are you glad that Gordon's dead like I am? I'm so glad he's gone. And in a really brutal fashion as well. Like that was hardcore. That Sam literally just put the barbed wire on his neck and just kept pulling till the head came off. But yeah, that was a really nice end to Gordon's story. He was in it enough for me to really hate him, and now he's gone. I think that's a good villain. Once it gets to that point where your storyline's kind of repetitive, change it up a bit and get them gone. And it was really cool. Really good. Yeah, let me know down below what you think. And as always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know down below what you think and subscribe to my channel for the rest of Series 3 of Supernatural and the Patreon link also down below if you want to help support the channel. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. Take care and I'll see you all soon for the next episode of Supernatural.